Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to another episode of How a Stay Home Mom Made It Happen. So, this is my own series of live interview, and I want to welcome you guys. So, please let me know where are you tuning in so we would know how global we are and so I could connect with you guys. By the way, I'm Maita Manalo Castillo, originally from Taal, Batangas, and now based here at Henderson, Nevada. I'm a stay home mom and digital business owner and a mentor. So, welcome, welcome. We have a very special guest today. She is very loved on our team and one of the person that I look up to, idol, yeah. So I want to welcome our special guest, Coach Katrina Umali. Hello.
Hello, everybody. First of all, hello, Maisa. Thank you for having me here. Thank
I'm so
you.
starstruck.
Ah, thank you for having me. And of course, to all those who are tuning in live or on a replay, hello and welcome to Maisa's profile. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to always, have this guesting and inspire other parents like me, who are trying to dip their toes into social media or just providing value and inspiration. So thank you.
Yay. Thank you so much for saying yes. So I know we only have less than an hour because we have another meeting to go to.
Yes.
So before I start, Coach, with my only few questions, because I know you'll talk too much.
I know it.
We'll just do like an icebreaker just to know you a little bit more.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right. Okay, Coach K, are you a cool mom or a strict mom?
I would say depends on the situation.
Oh,
I would say I'm a cool mom.
a cool mom.
Um, but yeah, I think I'm more of a cool mom, and my husband would
Mhm.
actually say I'm the spoiler. Kinda, especially with our 2 hour young
Yeah,
or 3 year old.
usually like that, right?
So yeah, because I think I'm trying to balance because it's the stricter one, things like that. I grew up, although I grew up in a very strict
Mm.
household, so maybe that's why it's my coping mechanism to kind of balance
Uh-huh.
that out because I grew up, yeah, with a strict mom.
Uh-huh.
I love my mom. Yeah.
So, what's your preferred social media? Facebook or YouTube?
Right now, I'm more on Facebook.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. I guess we all are,
Yeah.
right?
YouTube is my go-to if I have like
Mm-hmm.
if I want to learn something quickly, I would go to YouTube or listen to
Yeah,
music, meditation, Christian inspirations. Yeah.
but mostly browse on Facebook,
Yes.
right?
And getting into TikTok, of course.
What's your favorite bonding time with your little one, Hunter?
uh Tickling each other.
Mm.
Just that one, yeah. He loves reading. He loves me reading to him because he can read already, so he wants me pointing to the words and he would read with me.
Mm. Oh, so you still have a reading time before bedtime?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not necessarily. Yeah, bedtime, but also like during the day, like in the
Story
morning.
time. Okay. All right. What is your least favorite household chore? Least favorite.
I'm grateful husband does most of them. But, I don't clean the washroom. That's that. I don't do the laundry. He does that. So more.
Lucky you.
I'm so lucky. I'm such a queen. But I usually wash the dishes. Yeah, I think the washroom.
I hate ironing. That's the least
Oh,
favorite
okay. I
one.
seldom iron. My clothes are like usually when they're dry, you just do
Yeah,
hang them. My
that's
husband
what
also
I
does
do
the very.
too. Because I hate ironing, but my husband won't wear any wrinkled clothes.
Oh,
I'll put the dryer on the
right.
very hot, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll just spread it with my hand.
Do that, right? Oh, I recently discovered this. I think the name is Downy like a wrinkle spray, anti-wrinkle spray.
Oh.
I haven't used it though. Like for the cruise, they suggested that, but yeah, I haven't used it. I haven't ironed like eons ago for
Yeah,
so many months now.
I hate it. If you don't have time to cook, do you dine in or order out?
Yeah, we just ordered last night. But it's more of for midnight snacks for the kids, especially not often. It was just last night because it's PA day, meaning here in Ontario,
Mm,
specifically in Toronto, there are no classes because there's a parent teacher
mhm,
interviews or conference meeting.
mhm,
So to compensate for that, so we don't have. Students don't have classes today, so we ordered. So ordering out
mm.
is basically
Order out.
fun
um,
because my husband also cooks.
oh no. What's your next family destination? Family vacation destination.
I don't want to say it yet, but secret. But maybe it's summer next year. Yeah,
Oh,
it's in the
okay.
works, but we're crossing our fingers there. Oh, look at you! You have so many comments in here. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
um, what is your super mom power?
My smile.
Ooh. Once
Yeah,
you smile, they'll just follow you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so. Also, my husband.
um, which one do you like doing? Taking pictures, taking videos,
Photos. Uh,
photos.
I love
I
videos.
knew it.
Photos, yeah, videos. I'm starting to. It's like more detail. You have to edit it, things like that. Although there are reels,
uh-huh,
TikTok. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards photos,
uh-huh.
and
How
that's
about
very.
laptop or cell phone?
Depends. Like I'm mostly on my phone, but since I'm mostly home, so I
Yeah.
yeah, laptop. I think both, but more on phone because you can take pictures. Yeah.
Okay, last one. If you have extra money, how would you spend it for yourself?
For myself, that's a good.
It's hard, right?
What?
When I was writing this question, I'm like thinking for myself. I can't think of it.
Uh, Wait a minute. Yeah. How would I do that? Yeah, I think I will just I spa. That's my guilty pleasure. I think.
Oh, spa. Maybe
I'm a
myself,
massage
maybe facial.
facial. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I recently had I've yet to post that. I had this
Mhm.
very unique facial. They would actually massage like they put their hand inside my cheeks. It's like a buckle massage, like the cheek massage. It's
Uh-huh.
fun. It's weird, but it's so good. Thank you for reminding me. I will post that one. It's funny. Really good. Yeah, I tried it. I saw it on TikTok. I tried it. It's just near our place. So that's also one of my guilty pleasures. That's well, actually, my first time having facials here in Canada. Usually just
Ah.
massage and salon. So yeah.
Ooh, oh, there you go. So I'm more relaxed now, coach.
Wow,
So
thank you for
let's
that question.
check our viewers first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's a lot. uh, here we go. Hello, hello, Lila from California.
Hey, Lila, how are you?
Sis Nylene from Saipan.
Hi, Nylene.
And May, Sis May, watching from Winnipeg.
Winterpeg. Hi, May.
Winnipeg. And Sis Rebecca, also from Canada.
Hello, hello, Rebecca.
Look, Melanie from the Philippines.
So
Thank
early there,
you.
Melanie. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. May says, I
Oh, thank
love
you.
your rainbow
Oh,
earrings.
you know what? Where I got this? Just got this from Amazon. It's like a huge set. It's so cheap.
Oh, yeah. They a lot of pieces. Not
Yeah, a lot of pieces. There are pink, there's red, and it's nice to use like on go lives like this. That's a little tip. There you go.
and here's Daphne watching from Texas.
Hi, Daph.
Hello,
How are you?
my dear Daphne and Heidi
Hi,
from
Heidi. Nice to see you
Washington
here.
from Midwest. And Marites, hello, Coach K.
Hello,
She's
hello,
from
Meritan.
Chicago. Multitasker. Rebecca is a multitasker.
Yeah, I think we all are. Eh?
That's her super mom power.
Oh yeah, I think that's yeah. Yes.
And she splurged in spa.
Yeah, Rebecca knows it.
Yeah, and Mildred. Hi, lovely ladies from Maryland.
Hello, hello.
Oh, and my coach Jean. Hi, Coach Jean from California. Thank you for tuning
Hey, Jean, how
in.
are you? Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, we miss her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now are you ready for the hot questions?
Let's do it.
Let me, Coach. Sorry, let me just do my goals. All right, our goal is to share inspiring stories from our mompreneurs in our business community, and our mission. It's our desire to help women, moms, especially stay-home moms, on how to start a new journey in entrepreneurship. And hold on, how will I get
I think
the?
you just need to click all, again the comment.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll, yeah, I
Nah,
was wondering about that too
okay.
before.
All right, hide. Oh, I guess that's good. Good enough. All right, let me just go back to my questions. Hmm.
While you're getting ready for that, I'll just say hi also. Hi, Eden, watching from New Jersey, and
Oh, Coach Eden, I've interviewed her, and she's also so inspiring. Also, one of my idol.
yeah, I've met Eden
Uh-huh.
in person for the first time last October at the leadership retreat. So
Mm-hmm.
it's so nice to get connected in person.
Yeah. So, Coach, here's my first question. What made you decided, or what's the purpose of you being a stay-home mom versus going back to your work or pursuing a career?
Uh huh. Very nice. Thank you for that very beautiful question. This is the first question, eh? Um, I think to begin with, it's really more of me just wanting to have something extra because when I found this business way back in 2019,
Mhm.
that was actually January when I saw an ad on my newsfeed. I was just looking for something extra because maternity leave here in Canada, yes, we are entitled for 1 year paid leave, but it's just 55% of whatever we're getting from our previous job. So technically, we have a growing family, growing expenses, but our income as a family would be cut almost in like my share is cut in half. And back then, my husband was a full-time student on student loan from the government, so technically we're fully dependent on the government, right? So
Yeah.
my purpose basically was just to earn something extra, right? And right from the get-go, when my husband and I got married, he knows that I am the kind of person who wanted to have her own money, wanted to have her own share,
Uh-huh.
income, like, share for family's expenses, things like that. Of course, there's we have different kinds of, in terms of stay-at-home moms, full time on the, that's the hardest job in the world, I would
Yeah.
say. You don't have breaks, 24/7, you're taking care. Well, I think all parents are, right? It's just me. um yeah, like right from the get-go, I wanted to share with the household expenses. And then, so we when we moved here to Canada, it was still the same. And then
Mhm.
when I found this business opportunity, I didn't think that I would be, I didn't really expect that I can actually stay home just doing this, because I
Mhm.
didn't have any idea how this business, what this business can do. I just saw it as an opportunity to have a little extra on the side. I
Mhm.
wasn't really looking for a business, just a little, yeah, something extra. And then, after about 19 months into the business, closer to that, I was just joking my mentors and coaches. I told them, if I earn, once I earn as much as my one of my bosses, I used to work
Mhm.
at an investment firm. When I saw this opportunity, I told them, I'm gonna quit my regular 9 to 5, and I'll focus here. That was just wishful thinking.
Uh-huh.
Little did I know that I could actually do that. And then, when I hit my goal income, when I
Mhm.
joked about it, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is something serious. Like, if I'm doing it part time and I'm earning as much as it is, then what more if I do it full time, right?" So, that's a time I decided, okay, maybe I can stay home, do this, at the convenient time, work around family schedule. Um, and I still consider this as a career, like any other careers out there, right? Because this is a business,
Mhm.
so it's more of a career around family schedule, and
Yeah.
the flexibility is bar
Uh-huh.
none. And of course, it doesn't mean that we I personally have control over my schedule, right? But I tend to be a workaholic sometimes, most of the time. It's very important to set limits,
Yeah.
when you work at home, when you're working at home. And of course, sometimes, you have to set the time, like 8 p.m. is usually dinner time, right, for the family. So I have to be stricter, um, to set that, because I wanted to have more time. That's why I've been doing this business, because I wanted more time with my family, right? So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think, the decision is really just to provide more for the family, for not just for my own dreams, but my dreams for them, my
Yeah.
parents, my brother, and the bigger purpose that we serve, of course.
Yeah.
And then it just so happened that it has given me way more. It has, pushed me on this line of that I can stay home, or from anywhere, stay home with my kids,
Yeah.
and being more present with them while having a lucrative source. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's my hashtag, to be present.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, present, to be present.
Yeah, we're stay home mom, but some like they're just home but not present.
Oh, exactly. That's a very good point there, because, so 1 year after a
Mhm.
year of my maternity leave, and I found this business, I went back to my 9 to 5.
Oh, you still went back. Okay.
Yeah, I still went back, and then, I worked from home like a
Mm-hmm.
month, going back into the office. And then, the pandemic happened, and then everyone was pushed to work from home. And it's
Mm-hmm.
ironic, because I was home most of the time, but my mind,
Yeah.
emotions aren't there, because I'm on my computer, like from about 8 in the morning up to 6 p.m. Ideally, it's just about 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
that I would be there up until 6.
Yeah.
And I'm not present, because I'm so
Yeah.
stressed with my to five, dealing with high net worth clients, depositing millions every day. But I do appreciate all the learnings I've had there. I have
Of course, yeah.
relationships with my bosses there, but really,
Mm-hmm.
it's just there's just a better way. We can put it like that. Right?
All right. Let me go to your next question. What are the greatest traits as a mother do you have that made you prepared to do the business?
I love this question, and it made me think like, okay, what are so many things actually, and I think it's not just applicable for mothers per se, but parents in
Mhm.
general, and I think anybody as well can relate to this. And I saw a post of a friend this morning. She's actually a schoolmate from the Philippines, and she's
Mhm.
older than me, and she has she is celebrating her son's 21st birthday. And on her post she mentioned that, because she had her when she was about like maybe just 16 or 17 years old, like first year college.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
had her, so she has been a single mom for so long. And then she mentioned there that, when you become a mom, you have this unique motivation
Yes.
to do everything that you can to
Mhm.
provide for your family, to provide what's best for your family. And I was like, that's true, right?
Mhm.
Because you're not just fending for yourself anymore. You have your heart outside of your body that you are taking care of. So
Yeah.
whatever, and I know you can pretty much relate with that, right? You will
Mhm.
do the impossible things that you think you cannot do, but for your family,
That's true. Yep.
everything. And of course, the constant learning, embracing
Mhm.
change,
Yeah.
focus,
Uh-huh.
as Rebecca said, multitasking. You know,
Patience.
that's actually not a very efficient use of time. Multitasking is actually just switching. Like if I'm
Yeah.
here and then I do something else, I'm just switching my energy to writing, and then I'll switch back to you, and then I'll
Uh-huh.
text. It's just actually switching, and then it appears like we're multitasking. I think
Uh-huh.
it would be appropriate when, or for example, when we're watching Netflix, they're just folding my clothes mindlessly. So that's kind of multitasking, but we're actually switching, right? And as moms, we have to focus,
Yeah.
especially working moms, working from home, whether you're doing this business or your regular work. And when you're hearing your toddler, your preschooler,
Uh-huh.
crying at the background, and you have a meeting like this, for example, or at the office, you have to focus. We are very much trained to do that, like,
Yeah.
like everything is good, and then after this, it's different scenario at the back end. And of
Uh-huh.
course, taking action, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't take action, nothing will happen,
Mm-hmm.
despite all the craziness that we mothers have on like every single day. And it's funny because I've been following uh, this influencer on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
I think she's also on Instagram. The Diary of an Honest Mom. She's actually like putting content out there. When we're washing the dishes, and then she clearly depicts how we think as moms. Like, we're just washing dishes. You can just focus there, but so many thoughts. Like popping, like, oh, did I do this? Did I do that? Oh, what time will I pick up my kids? Did I put the laundry? Oh,
That's
what dinner will I prepare, or have I defrosted? Have I thought,
right.
or things like that, right? And that's
That's
so
true.
many. And
Yep.
I found myself doing that. Like for example, just going to the washroom, like, oh, okay, especially shower. That's my thinking moment. Like, oh yeah, have I done this? Oh, I think this is what I should do. So things like that, and so many thoughts. But then again, taking action is key. There's so many character traits as a mom,
Yeah.
but I think it's really the motivation behind what we do,
Yeah.
because we have children, we have a family that
Mhm.
we want not just to provide for, but
Yeah.
be a great example for them, be a source of inspiration for them. And
Mhm.
as I mentioned to you before coming into this go live, I this is my mommy duty today. I went to a parent teacher conference this morning, and after that we went to and I follow up check up for my 9-year old. So we had like a 3-hour session at the
Mhm.
mall. he asked for shoes, things like that. He went for boots, and we were talking over a KFC dinner at the mall. And you
Uh-huh.
know, it's nice when you have that time with them, because I asked, we had a talk like, what do you want when you grow up? He said he wanted to. He wonders why most parents um, wanted their kids to be a doctor or a lawyer, things like that. And I told him, you know what, whatever you want, I wouldn't push, but the leaning, I said, you can be a YouTuber. Or as I told him, you can be a businessman, an entrepreneur. It's a different ballgame. And I think
Uh-huh.
hopefully, yes.
I could relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
but before, my son wanted to be an engineer, but then when I had the business, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to be an engineer? How
Yeah.
about accounting or management so you could work
Yeah.
with me on my business?
Yeah, and they're very observant of us, right? They say, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
mommy, you do this. When after go live, can you do this?" You know, uh the vocabulary that we use, they kind
Yeah.
of absorb that, and we set an example for them, right? So in my own way, I hope, yeah, they learn. Of course, I'm not going to push whatever they
Mm.
want, we will support it, but hopefully the discipline that we get to show them while running
Uh-huh.
a business, supporting the family and having time for them, I hope and pray that they absorb that as
Mhm.
they start their own world,
Yeah.
as they grow. Yeah. So
I got inspired with this questions, this particularly, because the other moms that I talk to, they're like, "Oh, I think I can do that. Like, I don't have any background with that." So I'm like, "That's not all you need. You have it in you."
yeah.
That's why I asked this question.
Yeah, and I think, like with anything, mindset is really key,
Yeah.
right? If you wake up feeling overwhelmed, that, oh my goodness, I need to do this, and I need to attend parent teacher interviews, I need to prepare their clothes, I need to do this, sign form. There's so
Mhm.
many responsibilities as a parent, right? But again, when you start the day, okay, I know I can handle this. I know what to prioritize, things like that. Um, and also just recently, like a couple of days ago, I started this because I'm always in the lookout for how I can better manage,
Yeah.
quote unquote, my time as a mom, as a parent, as a wife, all the roles that I have, plus being a business owner, as a leader. And I've been practicing this for a couple of days now. I know time blocking, like from eons ago.
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
got it from my boss as well. It's very powerful. It's like blocking an hour doing something. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, Katrina, I don't have an hour to watch the free webinar. I don't have like 30 minutes to do that. You know
Uh-huh.
what I discovered is we all have 15 minutes. So the
Yeah.
power of 15 minutes. So I would set my timer 15 minutes, like in the mall as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do 15, do 30, power of 15 minutes, 15 minutes focus. I
Mm-hmm.
will do something like intense focus for 15 minutes, and I would tell them, okay, mommy's in focus time, so I can
Mm-hmm.
tackle, and I feel more productive doing
Yeah.
that. Right, for 15
That's
minutes,
great. Yeah.
for 15 minutes I will, like, respond to inquiries about the business. 15 minutes I will
Mm-hmm.
check my private chat so I can answer all the questions in there. 15 minutes I will cook something. So many things, like, of course, that's time, um,
Fun.
basically being more productive with your time as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, for my next question, Coach, since did I since you get in the business, what are the opportunities that the business opened up for you?
Oh my goodness, there's tons. Well, opportunities, I think I can also equate that as basically results in the business, right?
Yeah.
Of course, financially speaking, I was able to pay off debts, give more to my parents in the Philippines, at least 10 times more. I was able to help my dad find a new place, and now I'm supporting him with that. like a condo in Makati, and then giving more to our church family, tithing more, because everything, we don't own anything here, we're just giving back. We're just managers of whatever wealth God has given us. And then also, of course, not to mention having more time with my kids. We're going
Yeah.
on impromptu vacations. And for the past 6 years that we've been here in Canada, we've been to Niagara Falls. We're here in Toronto. So Niagara Falls is about just 40 minutes to an hour drive here. We've been there multiple times already, but a year
Mhm.
after running the business, that was actually the first time we were able to afford um, staying in a Falls View hotel, meaning as soon as we open
Wow. Yeah.
curtain, the falls is right there, and it's
Wow.
magnificent.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know, right? And my 9-year-old is actually, the very vocal one in the family.
Mhm.
He was like, "Ah, mommy, are we really staying here?"
Wow.
I was like, "Yes, this is amazing." And that kind of reaction, that's very priceless, right?
Mhm.
Having those moments, I wouldn't be able to do that if I have nothing to give, and that all happened because that's the fruit of the labors that I did for in the business. um, and at some point in the business, I realized this is basically bigger than my own dreams, bigger than our own dreams, because here we're creating our own ripples. And I realized that when the very first nurse in one of my business partners, she was able to quit her nursing job like after 8 9 months into the business,
Mhm.
to stay home and be with her children, almost the same age as my youngest. So
Mhm.
that was that time they were like both less than 4 years old. And to have that opportunity, because
Mhm.
she can, I realized like, oh my goodness, I'm part of that. Of course, she did the work, right? But
Yeah.
I realized that because she found the business through me, and I feel so privileged and honored that I'm instrumental in whatever she has,
Yes.
her family is experiencing right now. They were able to
Yeah.
move to Jamaica, like the whole family,
Yeah.
they can. And that's when I realized, like, oh my goodness, Lord, if this is the new
Yes.
purpose that you're bestowing upon me, I'm embracing it fully, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful for that. And another nurse, just this year, April of this year, she was able to quit her nursing when she started the business. She was able to cut her hours, and then did part time in her nursing, and then finally quit the job and do this full time, and then transferred
Mhm.
to another province here in Canada. Recently bought a new house. So
Mhm.
it's amazing seeing those changes, and I'm happy. I think I'm happier when
Yes.
when the people that I'm working with are also
Mhm.
having the same success that I've experiencing. And I'm telling
Mhm.
you, when you see, it's not just me. Like, other people are doing this, and I'm happy to be part of their success. And recently as well, another mom, like she's an
Mhm.
accountant for 20 years, from here in Ontario, she moved to another province as well to have like a more relaxed farm life way of living.
Wow.
And she's also staying home with her 4-year-old daughter. And
Amazing.
I've been working with her for more than 3 years now. So I'm grateful to have had that experience, that
Mhm.
opportunity that I didn't expect that I will have I will have when I start engaging in the business. So
Wow. That's so amazing. It's so inspiring.
yeah, and of course also connecting with other fellow moms like
Mhm.
and the rest of the community, not just fellow moms, other parents and other professionals, right? This
Yeah.
is, we wouldn't have, we wouldn't be meeting at all if not because of this business, and we got connected because of this, right? And I'm grateful to be working with you, and
Mhm.
inspiring other fellow moms like us in the business that they can also do this, right?
Mhm. Yep. So, of course, if there's a good result, there must be a struggle. What
Always
are the, yeah,
question.
what are the struggles, or what was the hardest part for you before you made it, and then now as a leader?
Yeah, you know what? for the past 3 years that I've been in the business, as an entrepreneur, I realized I've read tons of books, listened to a lot of podcasts, YouTube videos,
Mhm.
attended business summits, of listening to successful people, their journey to success, and one common denominator is, yes, about your question, that all of the successful people started from somewhere. And
Yeah.
usually those are humble beginnings. They've had their fair share of
Mhm.
struggles, challenges, and those challenges are actually the one that tested them and made
Mhm.
them stronger to be where they are right now and to be where they should be, like, going forward, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I think one of the lowest of lows I've had when I was starting is, my husband was skeptical back then, and
Mhm.
that's very understandable. So I know maybe many of you here, maybe following Maitha, and just wondering if this is true or not, or if you believe this, but for some reason your spouse, your partner, your family members are not supporting you. Yes, we get that. And they're coming from a place of love, because they don't like us to be harmed in any way, right? And
Yeah.
it's online. Most people are jaded online because they've bought something in the past or a service in the
Mhm.
past that didn't work as they expected it to be. So that's very understandable. So that was one of the challenges, because, and then I realized the more I convinced my husband, the more that he actually repelled. So I was like, okay, I think I'll just work quietly and then let the results speak for itself. And then,
Mhm.
which eventually, yes, it worked that way. And yeah, that's one of the challenges. And also, um, I'd be honest, because I just gave birth back then, like the time, it feels
Mhm.
like there's not enough 24 hours in a day. And that's one of the most common questions also that I get, because I'm also
Mhm.
like targeting working with fellow moms, fellow immigrant moms like me.
Yeah.
And one of their hesitations, like, Katrina, I just gave birth, or I have kids, so busy
Yeah.
at home. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can allot time. And
Mhm.
I was like, I totally get you, because that was my feelings too, right? But what I found out is that it's very flexible. There's no hours that somebody's going to check you if you've logged in into the training or not. When I
Yeah.
was starting, I just did the training a couple of hours every night, about
Mhm.
10 to 12 in the evening. You don't need to do it like that if you're, gonna dive into the business. But I'm just saying, because that's how flexible it is. You
Yeah.
dictate your own time, because that's a time for me. The boys are asleep. My skeptical husband wasn't looking. I just used my son's free computer
Uh-huh.
back then. I didn't have my own laptop yet. Yeah, so it's that flexible, and pockets of your time when I went back to work, washroom breaks and lunch breaks became more exciting, because that's the time I can look at the phone and check inquiries, right? Again, it's like, it's not really a matter of you don't have enough time. It's always a matter of priorities, right?
Yeah.
It's important to you. You'll make time for it, right?
Yeah.
And again, power of 15 minutes. We don't have a 30 minute. You don't have 30 minutes. You don't have an hour. But I
Yeah.
think you have maybe 10 minutes. Like, set your alarm 10 minutes instead of browsing social media mindlessly. Then do
Mhm.
something. Shut everything off, any distractions, and then focus, and you'll have time. Right?
Yeah.
If you can't find the time to watch a 90-minute webinar, maybe a lot time. Okay, I'll watch 15 minutes of it today, and that's actually how I did it, how I started, because I don't have 90 minutes, but I
Yeah.
have like a 40-minute commute from here to my office, but it's a
Mhm.
subway. So there's like it's funny, but maybe there's just like 5 minute um, total, or 10 minutes, like during
Uh-huh.
those travel that I can watch, because there's signal already, there's
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, or there's data, and the rest I'll watch it again tomorrow. That's how I was able to watch a 90-minute webinar, because I don't have 90 minutes, but I have 10 minutes at a time, right? Because it's a matter of
Mhm.
priority. So that's that, time, and also skepticism. And I think a little bit of mindset, in a way that, a part of me is is this something that's possible for me as well? A
Mm-hmm.
bit of that, but I'm more of excited as well, right? And also when I like became officially a business owner, of course, the main thing that we do here is advertising, right? I thought it
Mm-hmm.
would be easy for me because I had, a degree in marketing
Background, yeah.
communication,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. But no, it was actually challenging in a way because I'm not used to putting myself out there, like personally telling my stories. Um,
Uh-huh.
I was anxious that my relatives would see my ad and what will they think of me. I have what am I doing online? Do I have any experience doing this? No, I didn't have any. But then I realized whatever I do, people will always have opinions of
Mm-hmm.
me. And they're entitled for that, and it doesn't mean it's true for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a reflection of their thoughts, and I
Yeah.
don't cannot control that. We cannot control that, but at the end of the day, what we can control is our own thoughts and emotions, right?
Yeah.
And of course, truth be told, opinions do not pay the bills or do not food on the table, so I'll just carry
Sure.
on,
Yeah.
right? So those are the challenges, and now
I'm starting to learn that. I
yeah,
don't mind the other
just
people.
span and block, it's just their projection of their own thoughts and feelings. It
Uh-huh.
won't necessarily be like the truth, your truth. The only truth is what you think of yourself, and that's that, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, we don't have much time, Coach. So just to with all those struggles and hardship, what are the keys and tips you can give us to achieve the success in the business? How did you made it?
Number one is belief.
Mhm.
You
Believe in
have
yourself.
you have to believe that you're also worth the success you're
Mhm.
aiming for. And when you like plant that in your mind, everything else will follow. Like
Yeah.
imagine reaching your dreams, your dream house, your dream income, your dream
Mhm.
travel destination, your dreams for your family, dream school for your children, and then write it down. And, it's always law of vibration, law of attraction. Whatever you put your mind into, whatever you focus put your focus on, it grows, right? And it all starts here. Whatever you put, you have to see it in your mind's eye first
Mhm.
before you can see it in your hand. One of my favorite mentors, Bob Proctor, if he can see it in your mind, then you
Mind.
can
Yeah.
see it in your hand.
Uh-huh.
And I remember this also, I think it's from him. He said that, you know, whatever your physical surroundings,
Mhm.
whatever you have right now, it's a physical manifestation of what's going on in here. So if
Yeah.
you don't like where you are, then do something about it, right? You are not
That's true.
here, you have to move. And also, it resonated with me so much that whatever you have right now, this is actually your version like a few years ago because you worked on yourself a few years back. Now you have
Yeah.
what you want. So now you have to work on improving yourself to,
Mhm.
if you want a bigger goal, you have to be that
Mhm.
person first achieving that goal because before you actually arrive there.
Yeah.
So again, it all starts in the mind. It's 80-20, 80% mindset, and the skill set that you would learn here is 20%.
Mhm.
um it doesn't matter, tech skills, yes, that's important, but
Yeah.
if you have the proper mindset, you'll quit easily. It's so easy to quit if your mindset is not in the proper place, right? So I think that's one of the biggest things. That's why after more than 3 years, I'm here going strong, helping more, get more achievements in the business as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
that
I agree with
includes
that. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
includes, of course, faith, whatever faith
Mhm.
you're practicing, right? A lot of prayers, working like it depends on you, but praying like it depends on God,
On him. Yeah.
putting Him first place, like in
Mhm.
anything that we do, is just, it will just prosper more if we honor Him with whatever we do. So,
Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask you, Coach, for your last words for where was that? Yeah. For those, oh, that's my previous interview. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
About
okay.
autism.
Um,
Anyway, your last words for mommies out there who have the desire to do the business, but they're unsure, they're kind of skeptical,
yeah, you know what? Do something for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
not just for yourself, but your family. Ask yourself, if you're busy, so busy, no time, you don't have the finances to start any businesses, or ask yourself, what are you going to do about that? Up to what point are you willing to keep up with not having
Mm-hmm.
enough time, not having enough of money to
Yeah.
support the family? Like, I ask yourself, right? How bad do you want change? It's logical, so logical to think that, if we don't change anything, we would get the same results, right? And then sometimes we would expect a different result if we're not changing anything. And that was one of the game changer for me. I was like, Lord, give me something new, show me something new. I know it's so easy to just expect something different, but I'm not doing anything different. And then so
Mm-hmm.
when I saw this, I was like, okay, Lord, is this a sign that we need to do, right? Check it out. At the end of the day, we only miss the chances that we don't take, right? And that would
True.
be a regret for us. um yeah, and just to kind of touch on that, my husband actually works as a special needs assistant in the school, and he would actually tell me stories, the challenges that these students face on a daily basis, and I can
Yeah.
actually, like, oh my goodness, we're so grateful. As parents, we get to experience so many things with our children. And
Yeah.
I salute parents like you, putting in the awareness for other
Mhm.
parents like us, right? And it's a journey, right? So
Yeah.
thank you for that. And I think that's also has become one of your purpose, like the autism
Yeah.
awareness. And
Mhm.
thank you for that, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's, I think, one of the beautiful things that we as parents get to connect, because at the end of the day, the love that we have for our family
Yeah.
is the key that really connects us at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, also, business is all about building people
Yeah.
one person at a time, one
Yeah.
family, one parent at a time, right?
Mhm. All right. I won't keep you long, Coach. We have another meeting to attend to. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you. Thank
staying
you for
in.
yes, thank you for
Mhm.
this opportunity. And it's always a pleasure and an honor to be able to
Mhm.
inspire other parents like us, and giving this opportunity that we get to connect like this. And I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to meeting you in person.
Oh.
Over there in the US. Yeah.
Hopefully on our the activity on or the meetup on August.
Yes. Oh yes,
Hopefully.
next year. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll be meeting Coach Roxanne and Coach Dave
Oh, they're in
tomorrow.
Vegas. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, so you're new there. Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
In
And
regards to them, awesome.
I'm looking forward to meet someone finally.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maida,
Yeah,
and to all those who watch here. I think towards the end, Maida is here, Jan, Virgil, Daphne, yes,
yeah,
Maida, the ski, Layla. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Thank
yeah. Thank you
you. See
for
you
viewing. Thank you for tuning in. For everybody who support us, and just for my last word, for those who are watching us right now and will be watching on our replay. I'm doing this live interview because I want you to see what's the possible. What are we offering on this business. It's really an amazing business. So if you are interested and you want to learn more about it, just connect with me. My website is right down here at www.maitacastillo.com, or you could connect with the Coach Katrina too. And we hope to see you again next time. And thank you again, Coach Katrina.
Thank you, Maida. Thanks,
See you
everyone.
later. Bye bye. Thank you.